This is another one of our favorites here in the garden. It's a mountain cornflower. It's native to Europe and it's actually safe to eat, which is great news for hungry gardeners or if you have children around. It grows to around 30 to 60 centimeters tall. It can spread to around 30 to 45 centimeters, and it's really actually very easy to grow. It has two main requirements. One is sunshine and the other is well-draining soil. Mountain cornflower also really doesn't like very rich soil. It doesn't really even need a layer of compost or any sort of organic material added to it. Now, here in our cottage garden, we generally add a whole layer of compost at the beginning of spring or the late winter. But honestly, this mountain cornflower doesn't really even need that. It's very drought tolerant, which is another great thing. Here in Denmark, we're having really dry summers as the world goes forward. Mountain cornflower will also self-seed, so do keep an eye on that. If you don't want it to self-seed, you can simply clip off the spent blooms. We let most of ours go to seed and then we collect them and we sow them in the winter. And that's something we would like to show you now.
So my mountain cornflower has finished flowering and some of them are ready to be collected, the seeds. So up here it's really important that it's all dry when I collect these seeds. And then right there's the first one, and then I can just gently push it out. So this is a seed ready to be collected, and I'll get some more and then I'll add them in here in my coffee filter. And notice it's all dry when I collect the seeds, and I'll add them in my coffee filter and then sow them when I'm ready.
So for this, we're using regular potting soil because it's the cheapest. We did add water beforehand. That'll help our seeds not get lost and tossed around in the tray.
Oh, and if you want to see a great video on how to winter sow, click the link here.
Good job, Lars.
I'm sowing my Bjergknopurt here, and those seeds are really pretty. Look at that, really nice and big, easy to see. And those I just try to place just all over the soil here, getting all the seeds spreading a little bit out. There we go, getting all of them out. And then I'll just take a handful of soil on top and cover. And there we go, a little bit more. And left to do is just to take this little name tag here, so I know what it is, and I'll place it out in the greenhouse over winter. When spring comes, they will start to germinate after these changing temperatures. And I'll keep the surface wet with my little spray here, so you don't want them to dry out.
Now it's time to place these in the glass house. They're going to need sunlight and they're going to need to be watered once every 2 weeks with a little sprayer. Just keep an eye on them. Once these seedlings start to sprout, they'll be ready to plant out directly in the garden come springtime.
So it has been 3 months and the Bjergknopurt has sprouted and it has the second set of leaves. So I have just repotted it and it will stay here until it's a little bit bigger and the roots are showing from the bottom, and then it will come right out in the garden. If you don't have the time or the space, you could also have taken it from the tray and pop it out in the garden.
So there you have it. Mountain cornflower is really easy to grow from seed, and we hope that you give it a try this winter. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. And until then, thank you so much for watching.